I am incredibly excited to introduce you to the next two speakers, Ann Meckler and Fred Lines. They are my colleagues at Momentous Institute. Fred is a therapist and director of our child and adolescent therapy program, and Ann is a fifth grade teacher. And they are going to talk with us today in a very action-packed way about experiential learning and how it can be applied in the therapy space and also in the education space. I love these two people, and you're going to love them too. Help me welcome them.
You can never know what it's like. Your blood like winter freezes just like ice. And there's a cold and lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mental health. Yeah, that's not
Education.
loud enough. That wasn't loud. You're right. Good afternoon. Perfect.
Thank you.
Mental health.
Education.
Welcome to Stack Attack. Now, here's what you can expect in the next hour you have with us. You will see an experiential learning model. We'll do a walkthrough through one. You will do a hands-on challenge at your table. You'll see a video of experiential learning being implemented in the classroom. And you'll see how experiential learning can influence a family system in order to repair and build social-emotional health. You'll probably also notice Ann and I lose our spot and have to refer to our notes every now and then. Okay? Sound good? All right, perfect. So, our goal is for you to leave knowing what experiential learning is, how experiential learning works, and why it matters, both to build social-emotional health and repair and build social-emotional health. So, let's get started first with a quiz, a pop quiz, in honor of all the teachers out there, right? Pop quizzes. Y'all love those, right? Okay, good. Well, so then, how do we learn? When you think about how we learn and how we retain what we learn, what do you think the percentage is by what we read? Shout it out. What percentage do you think we retain with just what we read? 15, 30?
I heard 10 back there.
10, okay. 10% we retain with what we read.
Awesome.
Now, what do you think the percentage is with what we hear? 30. What else? Another guess over here? 25. 30, 25. Okay, let's see. 20% with what we hear. What do you think the percentage is with for what we see? 30, 40. Okay, let's find out.
Up here.
30%
There it is.
with what we see. Okay. Now, what about with what we see and hear? What would your guess be? Shout it out. Come on. There's no wrong answers here. Well, there are, but we're not grading it. 35. 40, okay.
Okay, we got 70.
When I tried guessing these ahead of time without the cone, I was doing that too, and then I realized you can just add 30 and 20 together, see it here, and get 50. But anyway, 50% of what we see and hear. Okay, now, what about with what we say? 70?
70?
Of course, you know, you have this handout. That was my mistake. But the cone is in there. Did you already get to that part? 70%. Perfect. Now, what about with what we say and do? 90. We're all at the pamphlet already. Perfect. 90. 90% we retain with what we say and do. That's what experiential learning is all about. Learning by doing. So, with that being said, Ann?
Okay, one thing that we do when we start an experiential learning opportunity with our students or with our families is we always start with a little mindful breathing. So that's what we're going to do now. And it can look different each time, but this time what we're going to do is we're going to, I'm going to use this chime. And what I'll do is I'll ring the chime one time, and then I'll kind of walk you through a little bit of focused breathing. And then I'll ring it again a second time. When I ring it the second time, I'm going to ask you to listen as long as you can, and then slowly and gently open your eyes. So first, I want everybody to sit up nice and straight. Put 2 feet down, and I'm going to go right over here so you guys can hear the chime. Put your feet down on the floor, planted. Sit up nice and straight. I think I said that. If you want, if you're comfortable, close your eyes. We're going to bring the energy in the room down. Okay, I'm going to ring the chime. Focus on your breath. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Just bring your attention back to your breath. Feel the sensation of the air as you breathe. When you hear the chime again, listen to the sound as long as you can, then slowly and gently open your eyes. Okay, thank you.
Nice. All right. So I bet you're wondering what that stack of cups are on your table. I had a problem with stack of cups and cup of stacks, but I got it right. I like that. For years I was saying cup of stacks. I don't know why. The stack of cups on your table and that rubber band and stringy thing, I bet you're wondering what that is. Well, you're about to find out, because we're going to move into the hands-on challenge at your table. So here's your challenge. Here's your goal. First, you're going to take your cups. Nobody do anything yet, all right?
Yeah, just
We're
hang
going to walk you through it until go. Everybody take your cups and you're going to make each team will make a little grouping like Ann and I are doing. All right?
Those are a lot of cups.
So it's going to look like this. Well, can everybody see that? Is there a way to get the camera on that, or is it too low?
Basically, you just
Too
put them
low.
on the floor.
Yeah, put them
in
in
a
floor
ready
in a group.
position.
Okay, and then your challenge is to get them up on your table like this. We'll just kind of make a mini version because the table's a little short. Into a pyramid. Well, I guess we could use
Whoa. It's even challenging like this. See, even then, I have
That's
static
right.
on my hands.
Tell you what, you get the idea?
In a pyramid, okay?
We'll build it while you're doing it in case you have to look at it, but I think you got the idea. So not that hard, right?
Not too hard, but is it okay if we use our hands?
No,
No,
you can't use your hands.
absolutely not. So here comes the challenge.
So, but you can use your stringy rubber band thing, okay? So we're going to show you kind of how you might hold it. We don't want to tell you too much. but
Okay, here's what you have at your table.
You got
It's a rubber band with 5 strings, so you'll be in teams of 5, okay? Is it okay, Fred, if I manipulate it like this?
Well, let me ask you, is there any way to zoom in on this a little more? Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
There we go.
Okay, no, that is called cheating. See where
Okay.
Ann's hands are?
What
That's
about
cheating.
this, Fred? Can I
That is
manipulate it like
also cheating.
this?
yeah.
Is cheating, okay?
Right.
What about this?
Perfect. At
Okay.
the very end of the string, you can hold it. Nowhere closer, just at the end.
So the challenge is to get the cups from the floor to your table in a pyramid with this. No hands.
And even if say you have it up this high and all of a sudden one falls, you still have to use the string, holding at the end, to get that cup back in place or whatever you want to do. You can't correct it with your hand at any point. Okay? So, Here comes, oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, Momentous staff, raise your hands. Because if for any reason you guys do not have the cups that you need or the strings or whatever, they're going to distribute themselves throughout the room. They're here to help. They're not going to help you know how to get the cups up on the table, but they're going to help with any questions you may have about the challenge.
And most important is, for those cheaters out there that are about to do that, please, Momentous staff, get on them and correct them and make sure they get their hands back where they belong, okay? 'Cause I guarantee you're out there. All right, so now I guess our challenge is to get this challenge to the point of go, so bear with me.
Because we're in
on
tight
this
space
one.
here.
So at each table, there's 10 chairs. 6 chairs will fit under the table. So one of the deals is you got to get 6 of your chairs under your table and the other 4 pulled out of the way so they're not in your way. Okay? It's a little complicated, but listen, doing this with 1,000 people, there's got to be a Guinness World Book of Records for this. There has to be. So go with it, all right? Problem solve that part. Wait, sorry. All right, when I'll say go ahead and do that, and then you know to do that. But I just wanted to throw that out first. So first, everybody stand up. Go for it.
Push chairs in. That's it. Awesome.